Hey, Kaiser here with another video. Today's a small ride from last summer. Trying to catch up on the backlog of videos right now, but the perfect video to make while it's freezing cold outside with some nice summer memories. This was a ride with a lot of people from Georgia Tech. We headed towards Marietta and Kennesaw using the Mountain to River Trail, which I'd been wanting to ride and see what it's like for a while. This will be a really chill video, but I hope you like it, so sit back and enjoy.
Morning. So we got Daniel, Tatiana, Sai, Olivia, Chad, and Brandon. Nice.
Our route started from the Midtown MARTA station, headed north a little bit towards Buckhead, then towards Vinings, then near the Cumberland Mall to get onto the Mountain to River Trail. Olivia, who made the route, wanted to add some hills, so we rode a couple steep hills including Cochise and Stillhouse Lane. On today's ride, we got one single speed, one fixie, and one Olivia. Buckhead is a pretty hilly area, so you can see our man on the fixie starts to suffer one hill at a time. But hilly also means descents, which I at least enjoy my local descents.
Cochise time.
Is it soon?
It's down the hill, yeah.
Oh,
Let's go, dude! I haven't eaten anything yet.
Oh, he's not saying goat cheese. He's saying Cochise, the name of the street.
Oh. Oh shit. My bad.
We soon arrive at Cochise Drive, which is a steep hill that hits 20% at times. It's definitely a fun challenge that even if you have to walk, you can laugh about it. Although the first time I sprinted up this thing, I passed out on the grass. A wonderful hill that you can control the harder end of the effort, but can't really go easy on.
Look, I did it.
We're going to my parents' house. They want to give us water so they feel included.
Damn. That's a neighborhood.
After that, we immediately head to the next one on Stillhouse Lane. This is another one that'll hit 25% or something. It was my first time trying this out, but wow, I was not expecting wanting to get off the bike in Atlanta.
Yeah. Yeah. How you feeling?
I need to eat something right now.
Oh no. How was that?
It's great.
You routed it.
Let's do another.
After everyone successfully got over the two big climbs for the day, we got onto the Mountain to River Trail and started heading towards Marietta. This trail connects the two national park services, Kennesaw Mountain National Battlefield Park and Chattahoochee River Recreation Area. I really wasn't sure what kind of trail this was going to turn out to be, but it's about what I expected. A wider sidewalk for majority of the route with tons of driveways and car crossings. Connectivity was a bit confusing for a first-time user as it has parts where the trail suddenly ends and you're like, what? So I would have definitely needed to have Google Maps and a biking overlay open if I were alone. But if you ride it once or twice, I think you'd get the hang of it. Although in my case, we just used the road the next time because it's faster.
Say hi.
Say hi.
Oh no, I'm saying hi.
Moshi moshi.
One that was wrong, but
Moshi moshi.
airport.
Isn't it like the Air Force base?
Yeah, it's like a military base or whatever. Yeah, I don't know if it's Air Force, but
Our goal for today was a French bakery called Du Sur de France, a nice and fancy looking place with very nice food and pastries. It's really interesting what experience does to you, since I wanted to come here on a bike a few years ago but felt way too scared to ride 40 or 50 miles total for pastries. But now that's just a casual day ride that I do for fun, especially with friends. It's incredible how much we can improve and really change our mindsets and perspectives. Just keep riding.
Hi, you want me to take you into the cemetery? Into the cemetery?
why?
So I can tell you.
I know, right? That means very different things there. Slowing.
Sorry.
Eventually, we successfully arrived here and had a nice lunch. I had a ham and cheese sandwich with a side of potato soup. I'm starting to think actual food during a bike ride is much better than typical cycling food you would consume or drink.
What's better, this or a gel?
This or a gel? Oh, that's hard.
After finishing our food and resting up, we all rode a little bit in the city of Marietta. The bike path continues next to Marietta Square, which is one of those typical old-fashioned American town centers surrounded by shops and restaurants. The center has a fountain and benches and apparently a replica Liberty Bell for some reason. Not the parking here, but the parking spots in the center are all diagonal on-street parking, which to me gives it an older city vibe. Now, since I'm riding with all these other people, I didn't get to ride around the center and film that, but I'm sure I'll eventually go do that too. But even riding here, I could still get a nice vibe for the classiness, maybe, of the city. Now, to get to Kennesaw Mountain, you have to maneuver away from the bike path a little, but before that we split up as most people needed to get home. So only Olivia, Tatiana, and myself chose to continue towards the mountain, then to Noonday Creek Trail, and up to Kennesaw State University, because Olivia wanted to take us to Berlin, whatever the heck that means.
See you guys! That was cool though. I've never been on this side.
Now, we don't get to climb Kennesaw Mountain as they're closed off to cars and bikes during the weekend, but we do get to look at it. I don't really get why they're closed off to bikes as well, but oh well. I've made a video about the Noonday Creek Trail that we're riding here, which is a trail that goes back and forth between being in nature and urban in the city. So go check that out if it sounds interesting to you. We split off from the trail on Barrett Lakes Boulevard to go to KSU, which I'd never actually been to, so a tad bit excited, and here we are. Yeah, it looks like a campus. And as we rolled through the school, Olivia took us to a piece of the Berlin Wall, which I have no idea why it's at this school, but very cool piece of history. I honestly was more surprised at how it's just out in the open without any sort of protection around it. Lots of trust in a group of college kids. After this, we're gonna start heading back. We rode through the rest of Noonday Creek Trail because why not get some extra mileage? We were then gonna head back towards Marietta Square, then go towards the Big Chicken KFC to reach La Carreta, a Latin American restaurant place, for a small snack and then head on home. But then the unexpected happened.
You're recording or suffering?
So, the lady who usually has an incredibly strong mentality melted down completely, which looking back at it is kind of funny, to be honest. I know I'm terrible for saying that, but both of them really started to suffer, so I didn't film much of the miles here, but here we are at the restaurant slash small store place in the Big Chicken KFC. That giant thing moves, by the way.
It looks so weird from this angle too.
But now that we're done going to all our destinations, we're now heading on home.
Damn. What building is that big thing, by the way?
The courthouse?
It's a courthouse? Damn.
Slash jail.
Okay.
Making sure two people who are dying on the bike stay safe all on my own was probably the most difficult and stressful part. It's so much easier to support just one rider than two who are riding at totally different paces and distances apart. So, I was doing my best to stay by Olivia or in the middle to keep Tatiana in my view, but it really depended on the road, as sometimes like here was more driveways and cars, so I felt the need to make sure the mentally dead one was more careful, but I'm like, I don't know, what if something happens back there? I don't know! It was just a lot looking back at it now, especially for a person like me who overthinks and worries about every bad scenario in my head. But eventually, we got close enough to Atlanta so Olivia knew of safe ways to maneuver on her own, so we split off and I made sure Tatiana got home safely. And here I'm saying the sunset is pretty, but that was most definitely me making a random excuse to film someone dying.
Nice sunset.
Anyways, both of them survived and I'm gonna head on home. This was a very exhausting ride in the last 20 miles or so, but was still very fun overall. I met up with different friends in the end, so I rode a little bit with them and laughed on. Thank you so much for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe if you like these kinds of stories and videos, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!